This is the Ohio AgNet from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans now through March 15th. I'm Ty Higgins. Powered by Soy Biodiesel, going to be broadcasting from the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference tomorrow in Ada. Register at cttcohio.com. Wednesday, the broadcast will be from the Kalmbach Agribusiness Conference. Visit Kalmbach Feeds to learn more about their complete line of products. And then on Thursday, I'll be in D.C. with the Ohio Farm Bureau County President's Trip, as they visit with their senators and representatives face-to-face at our nation's capital. You can follow along with our coverage on social media, and again, that live broadcast will be on Thursday on the Ohio AgNet, brought to you by Ohio Farm Bureau. New and now at ohioagnet.com, farmers across Ohio faced a tough growing season in 2025, and new research from Ohio State Extension shows how those challenges are shaping management decisions for 2026. The latest eFields research report summarizes 102 on-farm trials conducted across 29 Ohio counties. The studies covered topics ranging from nutrient and disease management in corn and soybeans to biological products, cover crops, and the use of drones for seeding and crop application. Researchers also expanded organic farming trials and introduced new products on sunflowers and flint corn. Weather played a major role in last year's results. Many farmers dealt with narrow planting windows in the spring, hot overnight temperatures during key summer growth stages, and a late-season drought across much of the state. Despite those conditions, researchers say farmers adapted in real time, adjusting management and continuing field trials wherever possible. One key takeaway: when crops were stressed, additional inputs like biologicals or higher fertilizer rates didn't consistently return a profit. Nitrogen trials showed that timing, placement, and rate still mattered most. The report also launches a new statewide tar spot surveillance project aimed at better understanding the disease and its impact on yields. You can read more about the 2025 eFields report online now at ohioagnet.com. Let's get a check of the forecast, brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan Martin.
Warm today, just absolutely gorgeous. Southwest flow is in control. Sunshine dominates. Tomorrow, clouds are going to be increasing through the day. I won't rule out a few spits and sprinkles, but I don't think it's anything major until we get into the overnight tomorrow night through Wednesday. That's when our frontal boundary comes through. 1/4 to 1 inch of rain likely out of that through early Thursday morning. I'm Ryan Martin.
Ryan, thank you. The National Pork Industry Forum in Kansas City brought together producers and industry stakeholders from across the country. It's the pork industry's largest annual meeting across both the National Pork Producers Council and the National Pork Board. Iowa pork producer Rob Brenneman is the new NPPC president and talked about why the National Pork Industry Forum is so important.
It's a chance when the industry gets together and has conversations with other producers you don't see very often, and you talk about things that are important to the industry, vote on them and make decisions, and give the board members from Pork Council some direction of what they believe. And there's a lot of conversations about tariffs. There's a lot of conversations about the dietary guideline, and of course, Prop 12, the Farm Bill. Anything to do with what's going on in D.C.
Brenneman talked about the message he delivered to NPPC and MPB attendees.
Where does pork fit into all this conversation? Where does pork fit when they talk about tariffs and dietary guidelines? What does the dietary guidelines mean for us? Those are the conversations being had on the floor, not only just at Pork Forum, but at home. Meat's having a tremendous moment. Pork's having a tremendous moment. We've got people in D.C. that are in tune to that, and us as producers are in tune. And then it gives the people that are informed to understand what NPPC is doing, because we talk about it. Not everybody hears that 24/7.
The new NPPC president, Rob Brenneman. Markets and the news behind the numbers next on the Ohio AgNet.
Every bushel you grow needs a market. That's why the Ohio Soybean Council is working to expand demand for Ohio soybeans around the world. Your checkoff supports international outreach, trade team visits, and putting Ohio soy in front of global buyers. By showcasing the quality, reliability, and value of Ohio soybeans, you can count on new opportunities and increased demand today and into the future. Visit soyohio.org to see all the ways your Ohio soybean checkoff is at work expanding markets for your beans.
Welcome back to the Ohio AgNet. I'm Ty Higgins. Today's market analysis brought to you by Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky. Learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. Traders watching for tomorrow's USDA World Ag Supply and Demand Estimate report, which is expected to be a bearish one for the grain markets. Pre-report estimates for the report show large U.S. corn ending stocks and higher corn production in Brazil. A lower soybean output is expected in Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil's third largest producing state, due to lack of rainfall. Midday Markets brought to you on the Ohio AgNet by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. March corn a penny and a half higher at midday, 448.5. March soybeans up 13 3/4 at 11.96, and July wheat 628 up by 2 3/4. Live cattle for April down 587 at 228.70. Feeder cattle for April, 342.50, off by 9.12, and lean hogs for April down $1 at midday, 94.62. For more of today's farm news, markets, and weather, log on to ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins. We'll see you down the road.